All right, I'm on hole 9 of the Oasis. Let's go check it out. Now, if I remember correctly, this particular hole right here, I like this hole, and I've played. So the deal is that this is an eagle hole all day, twice on Sundays, if you make your drive. So if you don't make your drive, you're screwed. But if you make your drive, you're good to go. And here's the deal. If you come out here, first of all, if you have a Nirvana in your bag and you do not get an eagle on this hole, what is up with that? Okay, because if you can hit anywhere in this block in the rough, you have a pretty good shot of getting, I mean, like you can make the deal hitting up here, hitting off of this island, and with topspin can bring it over there. So I mean, you have a great shot with an Nirvana. If you can land on this fairway right here, you have I think the chances for Albie are low unless you could get around this tree and try and rough bump right here. But you're guaranteed an eagle. If you hit over here, you're going to have to hit up to the tip, and then you're going to have to try and chip it on for eagle across that water, and that's a tough shot. And there's a rough bump there, but that's a tough way to get eagle. I mean, we want to come here and get an eagle every time. So it's all predicated on making this island. But the deal is that the one of the easiest ways to get on this island is to do a rough bump, so you don't have to do any overpower with a power 3 ball. If you have a power 5 ball, I think you can get over there without having to use any overpower. And this would be a great hole for an apocalypse or something, or an upper level extra mile that's got more curl. Curl is a big deal on this hole. So getting over to that island is the important part. Where we end up on the island is less important than the fact that we end up on the island. But if we can get out on the island and find a spot that will work for us, I'm going to take an extra mile, and I'm going to take a kingmaker because I'm not really using the wind on either shot. And there may be a wind adjustment on this drive because the drive, I haven't played this hole. I don't know that we've had this hole in a tournament a long time. And the last time I played it was when we played the Paradise Islands, and I went out there and talking to some teammates that play this hole on a regular basis. Like everybody they see that plays this hole plays it to the left. They start off to the left, and it's like a guaranteed have to make a chip for eagle, and it's a hole that you get birdie on. But if you come out here and play this way right here, you're going to get an eagle every time if you can get on that fairway. And yes, that is an if you can get on that fairway. I'll put on one topspin. I got a little bit of separation there. 2-5. It's 2-1. Put some curl on it to bring it back over to the fairway. Getting it perfect. And let's see if my wind adjustment here, I caught it nicely. Ended up out there nice and easy. Now you can bounce it over from the other side and do a rough bump. So if you've got, if you can't reach that spot or don't feel comfortable in that spot, you can bounce it over the sand and do a second bounce rough bump and then bring it around. But like trying to get out there towards the tip of that. And I'm going to see here if I'm pretty far forward, see if I can get in front of that tree with my trajectory. And I could do the same exact rough bump that you can do from over here with your short iron. Utilize that same area and see if there's a shot. Otherwise, you have to bring it around on the right-hand side. And it usually works best if you're on the right-hand side, if you bring a Guardian, because it gives you, there's a bunch of different ways that you could attack it, depending on where your red line is. And the Guardian can get a lot of stuff done because it's one of the clubs, like a lot of clubs when you're hitting, especially if you're using topspin and you're doing a max overpower shot, you really have no clue as far as like where the ball is going to finally end up as far as like how it affects that topspin. But when you're using backspin and you use max overpower, you know where the ball is going to end up because you know that it's going to hit there and it's going to do full backspin and it's going to stop right where it's at. So we do have, I wonder if I'll hit that tree. Yeah, I'm pretty damn close to that tree. I think you'd have to be a little bit farther forward because I don't think, or you'd have to have one of those newfangled four balls. It's 2-7. 527. And then I'm going to put a little bit of curl on it and try and make up that distance. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if it clips that tree on the way over. A little too much curl. But you do have a shot where you could do that rough bump, especially like I have to go back and watch that video, but like how much forward distance I had where I would have actually been in the rough on the front of that pad. If you could eke out more distance on that, the more forward distance you get, the more it will open up that where you can actually set it up straight to the cup. Where I was at, if I went straight to the cup, then I would have had to put curl just to get around the tree. You could do a rough bump and that would give you an awesome look, because the shot coming around this way where you're doing the backspin, side spin curl, you really have zero chance of picking up the algae. But you're damn near guaranteed to get an eagle. But if we can hit it to the right spot, you could try that rough bump. But I still think a Guardian would be a better club, because with a Guardian, if you found yourself and you weren't far enough forward, you're still going to get pretty good ball guide if you got an upper developed Guardian. And it doesn't take a lot. It didn't look like it took a lot of topspin there to get it up to the cup. So if it only takes 2.5, or if you've got a maxed out Guardian 3.5, 3.25, somewhere in that neighborhood, then it would work. And or you could just backspin it right to the cup. See if my opponent can get in from here. So this isn't a bad shot even from the rough right here. This is one of those shots that if you hit it perfect, it should be going in the hole. Great to the right. I'm familiar with great to the right. Hey man, you hit it great. I mean, you can't expect any more than that when you hit a ball great. That's how it works. Good luck in the tournament. That was hole number 9. So I dropped one off the minimum score. So the minimum score is -12. As far as I'm concerned, it's -12, and you've got to pick up hole number 9. So I dropped hole number 4. I got a lag issue. I was having a little bit of lag at the beginning. Here at the end, I was still getting a little bit of slowdown, but it was better. Didn't pick up anything, but have a great. I think on a lot of those holes, I didn't hit a lot of perfects today. There's a lot of those holes that my adjustments are like right there. I mean, if I hit it perfect, I've got a really good shot in the weekend round if I can get on a perfect round where I can pick up 2 shots. So my goal is to shoot the minimum score of -12, which includes getting the eagle on hole number 9, and then trying to pick up 2 shots, including the Albie on hole number 9. So not only trying to pick up the eagle, but trying to set myself up so I have a legitimate Albie shot. And I think the only way that you can get an absolute legitimate Albie shot is to hit that shot that I hit right there, but just a little bit farther forward. And I don't think I would have needed a lot, just a little bit farther forward, and I would have been able to clear that tree and been able to go right at the cup. Now, the deal on that shot is if you hit it great to the right, you take a big chance that you're going to hit the tree. But you would give yourself an Albie shot. So the farther forward you can get, the better off. All right, that was the 9-hole cup. What do we got at the top? -12 at the top. So -12 is, in my opinion, is the minimum score going in. So this isn't the tiebreaker I was looking for. And these 9-hole cups, it's all about tiebreaker, because there's going to be a shit ton of people at -11. So like my tiebreaker with -11 is not going to be good. But my goal is -14. So the deal is that in the weekend round, everybody's going to have to contend with the -14, regardless of what they came in with tiebreakers. So as long as I can get that done, I'll be fine. 9-hole cup, the Oasis. Thanks for watching.